Hey guys, Redneck Gamer here, back for another Battlefield 1 video. I want to explain to you guys what all and everything that's in the They Shall Not Pass DLC. I think I went through a little bit in one other video, but I want to go further in depth to explain to you guys exactly what all is in this DLC. Now this is They Now Shall Not Pass DLC introduces the most notable forces of World War I, the French in their ferocious defense of their country. It will bring a diverse gameplay experience with close quarter infantry skirmishes underground alongside large-scale vehicular warfare amongst rolling hills in the French countryside. The expansion pack and update contains 4 new maps with big contrasts, 2 new immersive operations, the French Army, and 1 new elite class called the Trench Raider, 1 new assault tank, 1 new behemoth, which is a super-sized tank called the Char 2C, 6 new unlockable primary weapons, 4 new melee weapons, 1 new game mode called Frontlines, a new type of skin in battle packs, new melee puzzles. In the battle packs, one of the maps is called Verdun Heights. You enter intense infantry only map capturing the action of the open barrage of the Battle of Verdun, which created massive forest fires with players having to fight for domination. It's an uphill battle towards the massive fortresses of Verdun. The artillery never stops. Prepare to enter hell. And then we have Fort Devaux. This is an intense infantry only map, capturing the action outside and inside of Fort Devaux. This was the first big engagement inside a fort during World War I. It takes place in the dark underworld of Fort Devaux. There is a maze of dark galleries and wet stone corridors where French and German soldiers fight ferociously with grenades, guns, bayonets, and flamethrowers. And the next map is called Scissions. Here you get to see players take part in one of the biggest tank assaults of World War I, with the French 10th Army moving to take back Scission using their powerful Saint-Chamond tanks. It takes place in the early hours of hot summer day, with planes, tanks, and infantry clashing in a beautiful French countryside. Only the thunderstorm is louder than the war. Also, the other new map is Rapture. This map sees a maze of dead tank wrecks, providing a fertile ground for ambushes. This leads to a dire need for the French army to capture key bridges across the Aisne River and into battlefields where poppies grow over rusty wrecks from previous tank battles. As the sun sets over Fort Noy, the battle wakes up. And the other map is Devil's Anvil. Engage in infantry-focused operation taking place on Verdun Heights. Fight your way up the Fury Inferno and progress down underground to secure the victory. Make sure you let the Trench Raiders lead the way and strike fear in your opponent's hearts as he gets up close and personal with his Raiders Club. Now that's an operations map. And the second operations is called Beyond the Marine. Start your engines in Beyond the Marine. Players will engage in vehicular warfare across Scissions and Rapture maps. Use the size of these maps to take control over the battlefield and wreak havoc on your opponents with the new Char 2C supersized tank behemoth as the sound of its menacing engines approaches the battle. French army are hardened and fearless. The French army joins the fight. Battlefield 1, they shall not pass. Don the faction's characteristics: blue uniform, and participate in the brutal defense of your homeland. The French army has the classic battlefield classes of assault, support, medic, and scout, in addition to the tanker pilot and cavalry vehicle kits, and the century, tank hunter, and flame trooper elite classes. There are also the new trench raider elite class. Elite classes: the trench raider is a pickup kit available, being introduced into Battlefield 1. They shall not pass. It's inspired by the heavily armored French grenadiers, with its body armor providing increased resistance to incoming damage. The Trench Raider Elite class has melee as a primary weapon, several types of grenades, and a sidearm for non-close combat engagements. The Assault Tank, the St. Chaman tank, it's a brand new tank. It's introduced into the class of tanks into the land vehicle mix in the Assault Tank. It's a very fast and long and low profile tank featuring multiple machine gun positions. In addition to the powerful 75mm main gun, the new tank comes with 3 new packages: field assault, gas assault, and standoff assault. Each package introduces a brand new feature to vehicle gameplay. First, and the field assault package introduces the pigeon carrier artillery. Echoing Battlefield 1's campaign, the driver can release a pigeon that will call friendly artillery to your position, a dangerous move that can be used to your advantage in desperate situations. The gas assault package is equipped with the unique delayed fuse high explosive shell, in addition to both close and long range gas abilities. Finally, the standoff assault package introduces a spotting searchlight that will spot ranged targets for its crew and friendly forces nearby. The searchlight will also temporarily blind nearby enemy soldiers. The Behemoth Char 2C. Spawn into the Char 2C tank and control an epic new behemoth. This super heavy beast may turn the tide of the entire battle. This powerful behemoth is an extreme threat to enemy vehicles, as it will destroy any armored vehicle in 2 or 3 hits. As an infantry, you are somewhat safer unless you're in the range of its 3 machine gun positions of the powerful rear-mounted autocannon. Agility is one thing this behemoth lacks, and clever enemies will stay in its blind spot because it's pretty slow. The front and the rear cannons have limited traverse. However, their operator have unique viewpoints through a rotating metal slit canopy that gives them a very clear view of the battlefield. New weapons for the day shall not pass. There's 12 new weapons in total. On this, there's a RSC 1917 single action rifle, factory and optical. There's the Chalshat LMG with a low weight and also a telescopic Labelle model 1886 bolt action rifle, which is an infantry and sniper. The Shorgen inertia shotgun, the Cogwheel Club melee weapon, the Nail Knife melee weapon, Trench Flare melee weapon, and the MLE 1903 extended tanker carbine. There is the new game mode, the Front Lines. It's a 32-player mode that is a tug of war with the front line moving in both directions. We see it as having a fluid transition from classic battlefield modes, conquest into rush, and vice versa. Both teams fight for one flag at a time, and with this objective, when the objective is captured, the action moves on to the next. Capture the enemy's HQ control point, and the game turns into a rush style section where telegraph posts need to be attacked or defended. Alright guys, that's just about everything that's in this DLC, and I'm ready for this to come out. I think we're looking at right around the 28th of this month. That's when it should be out. I'm ready to play it with you guys. So I'll see you guys in the game. This is Redneck Gamer. Make sure to like and subscribe. You guys have a good one.